Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yeah. I'm with this, with me. I'm just gonna lay back and I'm gonna drop some smooth lyrics. So tune in 7 to 9:30 and don't be late. But to set it straight, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Word, I'm ready. Let's go. Ain't no half stepping, that's the name of the show. Yeah, Marcus J hosting and we ready to go. Yeah, Hunters talk sprinkle with a dash of humor to the legacy listeners and the online viewers. What you wanna talk about? Call in, we're hearing you. Cover all topics, touch on the main issues. With the flow in this show, bring the heat. Yeah. The word on the street with the Earl on the beat. We suburban the beat legacy online. 7 to 9:30, please be on time. Ain't no half steppers with Marcus J, my brother. Yeah. They can't hang. Word to their mother. And he been on this grind for a while. My brother so smart, plus brother got style. For Richmond, we on the mission, we full force. And listen up, this Marcus J start to talk, running back. And he been on this grind for a while. The brother so smart, plus brother got style. For Richmond, we on the mission, we full force. And listen up, this Marcus J start to talk. That's the name of the show. Yeah, Marcus J hosting and we ready to go. Yeah, Hunters talk sprinkle with a dash of humor to the legacy listeners and the online viewers. What you wanna talk about? Call in, we're hearing you. Cover all topics, touch on the main issues. With the flow in this show, bring the heat. Yeah, the word on the street with the Earl on the beat. We suburban the beat legacy online. 7 to 9:30, please be on time. Ain't no half steppers with Marcus J, my brother. Yeah, they can't hang. Word to their mother. And he been on this grind for a while. Brother so smart, plus brother got style. From Richmond, we on the mission, we full force. And listen up, this Marcus J start to talk.
All right, y'all. Ain't no half stepping. Marcus J is live. We are in the building, ready for an outstanding show. I'm excited. We got a special guest that we'll have probably right around half past the first hour. Got a lot to get to tonight. Very excited to have our brother Trey Artz join us. We're going to be talking about an outstanding event that he has coming up in December. So we'll have him. We're also going to be talking about Will and Jada. We're going to be talking about Israel and Palestine. We're going to be talking about a very interesting candidate for Senate in Louisiana. Now, obviously, that has passed, but it certainly got past B. And when this brother's name came across my desk today, I said, wow, how did I miss this? But we're going to talk about that and a bunch of other stuff if we get to it. The flagship show of Legacy and Net Radio is called Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J. And it is live right now.
Yeah.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get. Yeah.
Open your ears, strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers and Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Watch it. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
Ain't no hashtag when Marcus J is live. We are in the building. We appreciate those folks who are rocking with us right now on Facebook Live. We appreciate those folks in YouTube Live. We already getting some love from one of our faithful few. Our brother Uncle H is checking us out. He's in RVA until summer. Yeah, so we definitely will have to take up audience with you. But I am
those
very
pictures were in RVA.
yeah, Uncle H is here, so we have to have audience with him. So let's get the usual suspects introduced. Of course, sitting across the table from me, I love his hat. What's up, my brother John Green? How you doing, brother?
Marcus, magnificent, keeping this the realest.
Yeah,
How are you,
I
bro?
love his hat. I'm well, my brother.
1, 2, I'm up. Yeah.
Yeah, you good. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, it's good to be seen. I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. It's fall.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
In the RVA, I was out on the weekend, not doing anything but getting some things done, and I was digging the weather.
Yeah.
You know, I was digging the weather, and that's
what a wonderful thing.
yeah.
What a wonder. In the last couple of weeks, she was out last week. 1 week, 2 weeks since we 2 weeks since we seen you.
Okay.
2 weeks since we seen my right hand. She's on my right side. Our sister Steph.
Hello.
Yeah.
Steph.
I like your shirt. I see your shirt. Tell everybody about your shirt.
That's our RVA The Talk shirt. We have some of our platform shows are going to be live over the next week or two. And, creators be creating. They got to get their stuff together. They want to feel special when they get on air.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But this is.
I'm going to need a shirt.
We're going to get you a shirt. We're going to get you a show too. Yes. You know what? I would listen to some The Manosphere with John Green. I really would.
I think we just
Big John the Jeweler.
we have coined the phrase the Manosphere.
Yeah. I would enter the Manosphere.
He'll probably talk about stuff like man tax and stuff like that on the show. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk about man tax and stuff. You probably do a whole thing.
Listen, let me tell you something. you giving me that phrase has allowed me to explain a lot of things to a lot of people.
So I have you to blame for this.
It's all
Marcus?
my fault.
So, but let me tell you,
it's all my fault. I'm sorry.
Let me put y'all up on something. I had a very interesting conversation with a young lady a couple days ago, and I was explaining man tax to her, right? Not mansplaining, just
yeah, okay.
Because she did. It's only mansplaining is something when both of us know.
That's true.
She don't know.
I'm asking for an explanation.
So man tax are the things that men suffer through, right? Because it's an unwinnable fight.
This is why I didn't know what it was, because it doesn't exist. It's a fairy.
Okay.
Just dust.
Listen, here we go. Only a man will tell you this, and you may or may not agree. But a man will tell you he's been in a conversation, he's been in an argument or discussion or debate with a woman, his woman, more than likely, right? And he either was right or felt 100% that he was right.
That feeling is always present. It's just the fact, fellas.
No. A lot of times when you approach someone who enjoys learning, you go, wow, okay, I didn't know that. And you get it. But a lot of times, I say probably 50% of the time, you go, all right, babe, you're right. My bad. And you leave it. You just take that L.
You're saying that there is a man that exists that actually says, all right, babe, you're right. I'm using a man. All right, babe, you're right. You're saying that's happening 50% of the time.
Yep. Pause, right?
Okay.
Because I have a comment for you, Steph. One of our brothers, the OG of this internet radio thing, our brother Tech of 101 The Fam, is checking us out, and he wants to know any big and tall shirts.
You know what? That's easy to make happen for a legend.
That's a legend right there. You hear that, Tech?
Come on.
We got you,
yes.
Bruh. Yeah. And we also have.
And we stay. Listen. I put his station on because where else I'm gonna get raw hip hop?
Yo, you know what?
I throw it on sometimes when I'm sitting at my desk working.
101 The Fam set the blueprint for how we do what we do. They set what we do. We watch their model.
Listen,
so
I will honestly say that he was kind enough early on, even when I was interested in bringing my platform to his station. It doesn't necessarily fit because they are the hottest in the music game,
Yeah.
and I don't really do music. I do talk, but the way he handled me, interacted with me, I was like that. I want to do business like that.
Yeah.
And as someone who has been, an entrepreneur for a long time, it's not often that you meet other people and you go, you know what, I like how he does that or did that business.
Yeah.
And then I read his Facebook
He
posts.
cracks me
He's
up.
a funny dude. I wouldn't know.
He cracks.
I wouldn't know.
He cracks me up.
But
He-
yes,
he
we
cracks
got you
me
covered
up.
with the show.
Legacy Internet Radio alumni 101, the fam alumni. Our brother Aaron Turner is checking us out. He says the legendary Tech, and then he is way too kind by putting the legendary Marcus J. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
All around.
John, go ahead and continue your point. I'm sorry. You guys were.
And yes, I am saying that, Steph. You
Yours-
make
okay, I need this to be documented. So 50% of the time, when
in
a
an
man
argument
is speaking
with his woman.
okay, you're saying with his woman.
Mhm.
I don't know that changes anything for me, but okay, good trying to caveat. You're saying 50% of the time, man looks at his woman and goes, "You're right, babe."
Right, my bad. You right, babe, and walk away, leave it alone. When he still feels that he's right, and he might be right.
Here's what I would
I
tell.
think the
Here's what
numbers
I,
are high.
here's what I would tell you. I'm not one who's going to get into the percentages. That's y'all's thing to do that. But what I will tell you is I do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, because I've come
hold
to.
on. What do I always say about the fact that we have to know that I already imply not all men.
Yes.
I understand. That.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, and I agree, and that's why I'm not getting into percentages. I'm not going to do that.
Fair enough.
But there are many times when Mrs. J and me are getting into a discussion or a debate or something, and I said what I'm gonna say, and I'm not getting back into that. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay. So
And
what's
I
the
don't hold on. Let me clean that up because I don't mean that to sound quite how it came off.
Falling
No,
out
no,
like,
no,
whoa.
no. I don't mean it to sound how that came out. So let me clean that up. If I am in a debate with you, particularly, let's say my wife, I'm in a debate, we're going back and forth, and she stands firm on her. All right, you got it.
Okay, I like that.
Now, there's also those situations.
She does know that you got it doesn't mean that she's not.
It doesn't
right.
matter if she's right or wrong to
Right.
me in that moment.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and she's not going to keep going.
Oh
because
well,
she's like,
perhaps it depends on the situation. But here's a better example of that. There are many times that we as men feel as though that our women owe us an apology for one thing or another, and it is general consensus amongst us that is a very challenging thing for our sisters to do.
I have heard that very directly from one person
so-
a million times.
So walking away from that is man tax.
Okay,
Because
so
you already know you ain't.
Here goes another.
Okay,
Here goes
fair,
another.
listen, fair.
Here goes another man tax. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, babe. We're going out to eat tonight. Yes. Where you want to go? It doesn't matter. Wherever you want to go, babe. Okay. We go out. We go to the place. I don't want to go there.
Man tax. You eat that.
Yes. all right,
Every
babe,
time.
So where do you want to go?
Every
I don't know, but I
That's
know I
man-
don't want to go there.
That's man tax.
So, okay.
You eat it every time.
Now,
That's what you're doing.
But it's the truth,
This
though.
is you at play.
wait.
The
It's
truth.
wait.
It
Is
is
this
true,
what we
though.
doing tonight?
Come on, it's the truth.
Wait,
You know what? Listen,
That's the truth.
I can't be.
And
I
man
cannot hate
tax-
because I am notoriously indecisive.
And when I coined the phrase man tax, and I'll take a little bit of the credit for it, at least for the purposes of the show, right? It ain't that serious, at least not with me. It's typically stuff where it's just like, come on, man. I can't win.
I
Like how
can't
he
win.
was setting it up.
but hold on. Let me.
You can't when you know you ain't gonna win. It's just like
There's a no win, so you just give it up. But here goes another one.
Yeah.
Here goes another one. This is so
One day
important.
we'll talk about the pink tax and it
Self-
won't be funny
Self.
because you'll realize you're very lucky to only have
hold
the
on,
man.
hold on, wait.
Mhm.
yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about direct in relationship. But anyway, when having to self-edit, right?
Y'all need
Having
get
to
a job
be
of that.
so selective in your words, because I can't come in from a day's work, right? Let's say a coworker, right? Dolores, right? She brought in her lunch and threw it in the microwave, and she smelled up the office, and it smelled good, right? I can't ever talk about that because if I bring it up, it's like, so when was your house eating? I didn't say that. I just said she smelled up the office with the food. It smelled good. So if you want to take your ass over there and eat, I suggest you go ahead. You ain't eating shit in here tonight.
I feel
Who are you dating?
I feel sorry for any man.
Who
that
are
has to
you
go through that.
dating?
Listen,
That is horrible.
Listen, brothers, help me out.
Yeah,
Brothers who are listening, if y'all
I don't
listening,
think I
help me
would
out.
care about that.
Listen,
there are those who would though.
look, but I'm saying
There
you
are
got to
those who
choose
would.
your words. You got
There
to
are those
pick
who
your
would.
words. You got
But
to.
when don't you have to, as a human?
When I'm
because-
talking to another man, because if he don't like what I say,
Well,
he can punch
then
me in the mouth.
Date a man. I mean, what
No,
do you
but it's
want?
not. But again,
Because as a
man
woman,
tax.
as a woman, that tax applies on both sides. Because
No, because y'all get to say
if
what y'all
I-
want and expect a non-violent response at all times.
hold on,
I-
where
I-
we heading with
I
this?
would like a
Yo,
non-violent.
you need to
Oh, no,
edit
no,
your
no,
voice.
no,
You
no,
need
listen.
to edit now.
But watch what I'm.
now requires an
But,
edit. Big
but
bro.
watch what I'm saying about that.
I'm gonna need that too though.
I would want a non-violent response all the time, right? But I know when I'm talking to another man, it is no guarantee that
We
I'm gonna
ain't
get
talking
one.
about a man.
But again, what I'm saying is again about self-editing. When
So
you're
you
speaking
have to
to
have
your
restraint when you're speaking to your partner. Yes.
awesome
Yes, you
restraint.
should.
You
You
have
should.
to forego a great deal of your character, even
Which
when
is
it comes.
shitty.
Even
Your
when
shitty character.
no, it's
Your
not
shitty
a,
character.
no.
You
It's,
gotta edit.
okay, listen. If it is natural, right? When in debate, right? When in debate, if it's natural for a man when in debate to raise up a little bit and give some tone, a little bit tone to his conversation and debate, he talking to, he'll do it in 2 minutes, do it to one another, and that's fine. You gotta subdue that,
So what?
man.
What are you?
Tax.
That's not a man tax.
All right.
Because if a man comes in the house, say hi, hello, hun. He comes in the house. You've been to work. He's been to work. He goes and sits down before he does anything. And there are women that want to be like, so that's what you're gonna do after work? You just gonna go sit the hell down in the chair? But
and they do.
But there are plenty of women that self-edit that and will text their homegirl and be like, this so and so really act like
But
he
see,
the
we
only
don't- but
one
guess
here
what?
working.
We don't
Everyone
have
edits for their partner
But
if
no,
they
no.
can.
But see what you just said? The text the homegirl. We don't text the homeboy.
Yeah, but you're mad because you're editing your way and we're editing ours. That's a mutual task.
Here's what I
Mind
would
what
say.
you say to your
I
partner.
never,
It doesn't matter.
So-
hold on, when I coined it, it was tongue in cheek. You
Look at
know,
this man. You see what you did?
yeah, no, it was tongue in
Look
cheek
at
with
him.
me.
It's some real ish.
It was tongue.
So wait a minute. Is man tax
it
real
was-
or not, Marcus?
It's absolutely real.
Okay.
It's absolutely real. It's absolutely real. But it's not a thing where it needs to be a thing.
Can I wait?
Like,
can
because
go ahead.
because with me it was tongue in cheek. You know, like you making it a whole
He
thing.
went and wrote a
But,
master's
but wait,
thesis.
now here goes the deal.
He went to
But here-
VUU
but wait,
and wrote
let's
a master's
Let's
thesis.
get
for
to
it.
let's
you
get,
making it a
listen,
thing.
let's get to the
I
part-
just wanted an apology
let's
every
get-
once in
Do
a
I
while.
get to
Let's
say
get-
something at the end
of course,
of
of
this?
course,
Of course,
of
absolutely.
You just wanted
Here
an
we-
apology.
I just want an apology. Every once in a while, you know what? I blew that one. My bad.
Be right
so,
more.
You know
Be
what I'm
right
saying? Because see,
more.
here's the thing.
It would help.
Here's the stage of life. Here's the stage of life that I'm in. Right.
Try to be right more, fellas.
Here's the stage
It
of life.
don't matter if we right or
Increase
wrong.
your effort.
It really doesn't
It
matter.
does not
But
matter if we right.
here's
I can say 2 and 2
Hold-
is 4 all
hold
day.
on.
If you tell me it's
Hold-
5, that's
hold on.
it. All right, baby.
here's the
Oh,
last thing
my
I want to
God,
say
the
about
most
this.
submissive men
I'll
I
give you
know.
each an opportunity to respond. Our guest is in the green room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this, and then I want y'all to say what y'all gonna say. Then I'm gonna close it out. Right? Here's what I say about it. It's tongue in cheek. I just want an apology every once in a while. Like as dudes, these are things that we understand as men that we quite frankly don't expect our ladies to get. We don't expect you to get it because if you got it, we would be getting that apology. That's the you know what I'm saying. And so when we talk about man tax, it's like the little slights that we as dudes gripe about amongst one another. So I'm a joke about it. If it's a thing for you, then it's a thing for you. I see it, I
But here-
respect it.
Right.
But for me, I'm just like, bruh, you know about this situation, right? Right. And I don't have to explain it. And you know, and it's a lady involved, you understand what doesn't need to be said.
Now, here's the thing. Here's where it came into the conversation I was having. I was trying to make a point with the young lady about men who are not emotionally available and who do not a lot of times hold meaningful conversation with their relationships. And a big part of that is, and you could ask a lot of men, and I'm sure if they're honest with you, they'll tell you they don't need to give up no ammunition to get towed down about. Because when a woman comes for you, the viciousness of the come for is something like we can't reproduce, and we can't go back to our fallback, which is violence. So we just take.
Why?
It's a fault. Listen,
I'm
it's a
just
man
allowing
thing.
this.
I understand what he's saying, although I don't agree with him.
It's not about listen.
My default is never
It
violence,
is, but
I understand what you're saying.
So here's what I'm saying.
It's
about
because
so
we
much.
often take this alpha male thing way
It's
too far.
It's not about alpha male,
It
right?
kind of is,
It's
because those
about
are only ones that want to fight each other.
No. It's not about wanting to fight each other. It's two things. It's about so much any man can say to me before I turn my back on him and never speak to him again, or we fighting.
Why do we have to go to the ladder?
It's one of the two. We don't have to go to the ladder, but the other one is is unacceptable
let's
in the relationship. I'm not going to turn my back on my woman and walk away from her and never speak to her again.
Yeah.
And I can't fight her, right? I can't.
You
Why?
just
I gotta.
you bad because you can't fight back.
No, I'm not mad. What I'm trying to make the point is, right? So I gotta take this berating, this. So I'm not gonna give up.
You tongue in cheek right now.
No,
know what?
This man is not.
Okay,
no. Listen.
All right, so as I did, hold on. I mentioned
I gotta finish my point.
I
though.
got you. I guess it's in the green room. So finish your point. Yeah, I do like the idea.
Pick it up.
You
look, old man.
Go ahead and finish your point. You hear? Finish your point.
Listen. All I'm saying is, sometimes in relationships, when men are not emotionally available and they're not open to certain conversations within the relationship, is because they're not interested in providing more ammunition. That's going to be, because I'm gonna tell you what women don't do. Forget. They don't. They'll forgive you. They'll give you a second chance, but they don't forget nothing, right? They'll give you a day and a time and what you had on when you said something. So men are real careful about what they say because they don't want to get toe up. That was the whole point with the man tax and how it balances itself out sometimes and becomes an issue.
Okay, I'll just make it easy for you. I will go ahead and submit to the sad diminutive moment of man tax, and I will look at it the way that I look at the difference between prejudice and racism. One of them has power and the other does not. So when I live under the pink tax, which is much more significant to my life and all the things that are going on, you will learn how to restrain your little violence for your little man tax, because it ain't gonna kill you. So there's my submission that man tax exists, and it is basically like somebody saying there's reverse racism. No, sir.
I can dig it.
Doesn't have the power.
I can dig that. I see both sides. I understand why a woman would say that, and I absolutely.
And yes, women are more complex than men, so it does make it difficult.
There's the bow. There's the bow. And you know how Steppin Marcus J live from NewDen Legacy Internet Radio. Let us move on to our guest.
I'm trying to make it difficult.
Yeah, but I mean, we
look
do.
At him,
and he's sitting there grinning. Let's go to our guest. We've got him joining us now, and I'm very, very, very excited about this. We've got returning to our show. This brother is an artist. He is promoting an event that's coming up on Friday, December 8th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's going to be an unforgettable evening of creativity and inspiration. We are all very excited to have rejoining our show, our brother Trey Artz. What's up, bro? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going? I appreciate you having me back again.
It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Thank you for being with us on the show. And how you been since the last time we saw you? It's been a little while. We had you on the show before, but I know a lot has been going on for you. Just give us a quick recap. You know, you've got the event that's coming up in December. So tell us what's going on with you and lead us to that event.
Well, man, I've the last 6 months have been a great journey. Spending a lot more time with my kids, recently just got married to Miss Mel Artz. She was on the interview with us last time. Finally met the love of my life.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
my marriage has really helped me transform into art really heavily, from a career standpoint, to having my wife not just as my wife, but my biggest fan, and that piece on how, piggybacking off what you're talking about, with the relationships and that, and she really helps me keep grounded and pushes me to the next level. I've been doing a lot more community work within the community, getting more and more commissions, man. I've not just advanced career wise, but like people will come to me and say, man, I see you doing the face mask work, man, or I seen you do like a Basquiat rendition piece, man. Like, I got a vision, but I want it done with Artz by Trey. And that's also been helping with my piggybacking off what the host has said about creativity and that.
Tell us about the event and tell us what it's going to be like. I'm excited to have you talk to us about it.
Yes, man. I really appreciate that. So it's called An Evening with Artz by Trey. It's going to be 25 of my unreleased, most personable, exclusive pieces that I've ever done. It's going to be held, like we said before, on December 8th of 2023. I'm celebrating, my second U.S. solo exhibition here in the States. And I'm particularly done in this month. It's going to also be celebrating my birthday. So being able to do two things at one time is a true blessing. It's going to be down in Petersburg at the Cameron Offices and Apartments Exhibit Hall. And that's located at 325 Brown Street in Petersburg, Virginia. Also got the honorary start off for Petersburg Fridays for the Arts. So I've been honored with presenting my own personable collection, and also helping kickstart the Friday for the Arts in Petersburg, Virginia that night. It's going to be a great, great event. There's going to be refreshments there, ample parking, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's just going to be a complete vibe, man. These pieces that I'm creating are not just for what's going on today, but these 25 exclusive pieces, and this is actually number one behind me over my shoulder. This is 36 by 48 mixed media and this is numbered 001 of the collection. So this is one of the very few that will be pre-released there at the event. All are welcome in that. So, it's going to be a laid back, chill vibe, man, and everyone's going to be able to see the intimate side of Artz by Trey.
Tell us about your journey, man, because I remember when we met before and Mel was with us, and you guys weren't married, so obviously you've had some steps of your journey, but and I'm just so happy to see you guys' union, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
From me and the team. But tell us about the overall. You're very welcome, bro. Tell us about the overall journey from where you started to where you are now, and let's talk about that.
Yeah, it cuts simple and sweet, man. It all started on a field trip. I was actually privileged to see an actual original painting by Jackson Pollock and Jean Miguel Basquiat. And from there, I've always wanted to study how the artists were creative and created the art without being taught how to do the art. And I was able to travel a little bit here on the East Coast and a little bit overseas back in the day, and be able to present my art. Fast forward to today, I've been really working on being more creative and being in tune with the art world. And like I said, one of my biggest personal accomplishments so far that has been stamped is my solo exhibition, which, like I said, I titled An Evening with Artz by Trey. But something in my back pocket that I've been really trying to get at is having my artwork on the cruise lines on that. So I'm trying to build my resume in that, man, and really keep pushing for a dream that I've always had as a young kid. Arts by Trey is not just about art. It's also about therapy, about being able to be self-expressing myself and to show others that, hey, yeah, you might be able to do art better than me, but this is my lane. This is what I do best, and this is how I express myself. And I don't want Arts by Trade just to be a tomorrow brand. I'm creating this brand for my children to create that legacy to say, so that when they get on, older in that, and they can pass it on to their children and their children's children, they can say, our grandpa, our dad, Trey Artz left something for us, and that name will forever be spoken in the history books.
So you figure, art and business, you kind of mashing art and business in that manner?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
It's again, I like I said, Arts by Trey isn't just about art. It's also about self-expression, and how I try to brand myself is, hey, this is it. Whatever you feel like how you need to express yourself, express yourself. There's no need to worry about what the next person feels. If this is what you do, this is what you do.
Yeah. I like that. It creates your own identity
Yes, sir.
in that way. Yeah. It's almost like your own currency. Talk to us about how art and currency are mashed together.
So what a lot of people have done is stepped away from the financial aspects and institutions of like stocks and bonds, right? So because I'm an emerging artist, I'm still here breathing, trying to create their legacy. I'm building that value. So with how art is now, it's almost become like an investment, to say that over a period of time, if you've paid $1,000 into that particular art piece, and that artist continues to be who they are, the artist, and a master of the creativity, let's just say 10 years from now, that art piece potentially may be worth 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000. Prime example, Eddie Murphy, I believe he owns a print back from, I believe the show is called Good Times. And that print actually went for over $1 million.
Eddie owns the original.
Okay, so it's the original.
The artist did a print, and the print went for over $2 million.
All right,
Eddie owns the original.
Thank you very much.
Barnes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I even learn something new every day, man. I must have read
Barnes.
the
Is that the Barnes from Good Times Barnes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The painting, the Good Times
something
painting.
Sugar Club or
Sugar Shacks Club or
something like that. That's the name of the painting. He owns the original. They redid it. The artist redid it.
Okay.
Like, after the show was such a success, he redid that one among others, because he did all of JJ's art. Ernie
Barnes.
Ernie Barnes. So
he was one of Sweet Daddy's goons.
Right. Exactly. So he redid the painting, and that painting recently sold for over $2 million.
Yeah.
But Eddie has the original.
Eddie said he only paid $50,000.
Yep.
For the
and
original.
he only paid
Sugar Shack painting.
Yep.
So there you go, Trey. How about that?
Hey,
somebody wants to buy one
that.
piece at 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my brother Trey, as an artist, what people don't understand about investing in art is the value is what I pay for it. Right?
Yep.
So whatever I pay for it, that's the value of it. So if I got $5 million to pay you for your painting is worth $5 million.
Yeah, I like that. What do you think about that, Trey?
Well, at that time, because that piece, I believe that piece, like I said, he purchased it, from what I'm understanding now, at $50,000. But you also have to look at pieces like Bob Ross, right? His estate is now being releasing the last 33 of his first season back from the show. One gallery acquired it for an undisclosed amount, but now they're selling it for about over $1 million right now. So I think for the moment, that's what it's worth. but given time, building an artist resume and also time is what really adds to the value.
You with me, Trey? I lost you
Yes,
for a
sir.
minute.
I'm still here.
Okay. You were going in and out a little bit during that last piece,
Sorry about that.
but I got you back. And you know how Steppin Marcus J live from NewDen Legacy and that radio. We're talking to our brother Trey Artz, in reference to the great event that we're having on December 8th. This will be an evening. Ain't no half stepping Marcus J. Live from NewDen Legacy Internet Radio. So
back, y'all.
yeah, we back, y'all. I'm not entirely sure what just went down and why it went down, but it did. And we were right in the middle of a conversation with our special guest, and it was getting good and it was great. And I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up where we left off, and we will continue in our conversation. I just let our guests know that the system is back up, and hopefully he's still close by. And if so, we'll have him jump back in. While we're waiting for that, I will say that we got a couple of comments in. Uncle H is saying peace to his nephew, Aaron Turner, and our sister said good morning. And so it's been a while since we were all together and had an opportunity to all look into the camera and say in one voice, good morning, Sue. Ain't no how stuff. Marcus J live from NewDen Legacy and that radio. Our guest has been very patient with us, and we are back up and running. Not entirely sure what happened, Trey, but here we are. So thank you for your patience. I'll be sure to try to figure out how to edit that air that we just had. And
No problem, man.
But we'll pick up where we left off. I think I was kind of asking you about what you got going on and what's coming up for you and that sort of thing. I know about the event. Obviously, we talked about that. I want to talk about that some more, but I want to talk about your current accomplishments, your future projects, that sort of stuff, alongside and in concert with the event that we have coming up.
Yes, sir. So one of my biggest accomplishments is artwork display.
Finder hasn't added support for that with Siri.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Hey.
It's all right. Go ahead, Trey.
You still there? Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're here. We can hear you. Go ahead, Trey. Can you hear us? Okay, I think we lost him. I think it may have been on his side that time. Ain't no how Steppin Marcus J live from NewDen Legacy and Radio. Uncle H is asking about your restaurant, Sue. So please, if you are still there, go ahead and drop a note in to the feed there about your ribs, because Uncle H is looking to get some. You see him in there asking Sue. He said, "Where's Sue's restaurant? Want some ribs?" I can appreciate that. Ain't no how Steppin Marcus J live from NewDen Legacy Internet Radio. All right, so obviously we're all over the place tonight with regards to some of this technical stuff that we got going on. And while we're waiting, please, the last thing I'm going to do is be stressed out about it. So this is what I would like to do, though. We had talked a little while ago before. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Let's see. It's a few things popping up here, y'all. You see, you're getting live radio on the spot. I'm trying to do like 3 or 4 different things at the same time.
Her done. we gonna get her done.
We gonna get it done. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna shift into one of our other segments, and if we end up getting Trey back online, then we'll bring Trey back on the line. If not, then perhaps we'll have a conversation with him on a future show. For whatever reason, the stars are not really aligning in the way we want them to, so that we can have a nice, clean and. So this is what we're going to do. I want to shift. We're going to have a conversation, as you heard, as I'm bringing up this clip here. We're going to have a conversation about the brother Gary Chambers. And Steph, would you do me the favor of setting up who Gary Chambers is so that I can get this clip going and kind of explain why of who he is and why we're going to talk about him. Actually, you know what? We're going to pause that because we got Trey back. So we got Trey back. All right, Trey, you still there?
Yes, sir. I apologize about that, having some technical errors myself.
Hey,
Sorry
it's
about
all
that.
good. It's all good. The one thing that we have on the show in abundance is grace.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate it.
It's great. It's great. So the last thing I was asking you about was your current accomplishments and future projects. Obviously, we know about the event that's coming up December 8th. But if you've got anything else that you've got coming up or going on, here's where you run it down.
I appreciate it. So right now, I've got a great accomplishment of having my artwork displayed at Mike's Jazz Cafe, located on Floyd Avenue here in the city, not too far from VMFA. I always recommend going there and enjoying their great food and drinks. And while you're there, as you walk up the stairs leading into the second floor, you will see all of my current artwork there on display in various different mediums as well.
Aint Hastel, Marcus J, live from NewDen Legacy Internet Radio. We're talking to our brother Trey Artz. We're talking about the event, An Evening with Artz by Trey. So as we close, Trey, I want you to give us all of the information that you want us to have, how we can get your paintings. Tell us about the event one more time, where it is, how tickets can be obtained. I know about the Eventbrite. So this is where you run it all the way down for us.
I appreciate that. You can catch me on all social media feeds. You can instant message me at Artz by Trey, which is spelled ARTZBYTRE. Again, you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram. You can more than welcome to browse any of the pictures that you see. If you happen to see something or want something customized, you can always inbox me. Going back to my second U.S. solo exhibition right in my hometown of Petersburg, Virginia, with An Evening with Artz by Trey is going to be December 8th of 2023 from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, it's going to be 25 of my most various personal exclusive paintings. And the location is going to be at the Cameron Offices and Apartments Exhibit Hall, located at 325 Brown Street in Petersburg, Virginia.
Aint Hastel, Marcus J, live from NewDen Legacy in that radio. Trey, we apologize that we had a couple of technical difficulties on our side. You had a couple on yours.
Yes, sir.
But we got it together. I think we've got together a good time. I appreciate you. You're welcome here whenever. You know how you and I have been communicating to set this up. So anytime you want to come back, and even if you want to come back before December 8th, hopefully we can have a more clean time together as opposed to the choppiness that we just had. But hey, we showing each other grace, and I got a lot of love for you and Mel. I'm so happy for you both. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the art. You're a wonderful artist, bro. I appreciate your gift, and I appreciate the fact that you're so so willing to share it with all of us. So thank you for what you do. And I will give you the final word before I click the end button.
I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and thank you everyone on the team. And this really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, sir. And I'd be more than welcome to come back again anytime.
Let's look at late November, early December before the event. Inbox me and we'll talk about it. Dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you again.
You got it, brother. Be safe.
You too.
Good to see you. Aint Hastel, Marcus J, live from NewDen.